want to see.
Yeah. All right, and here we have game 2 starting.
We'll see which way they decide to go this time, Stump, but I
Yeah.
think they're going to go to the right this time.
I'm not so sure.
I was wrong. I'm so bad at this commentary thing. Guessing the wrong directions.
Good luck to both of the runners. What do you think? What items do you think will appear in Blueburn Star?
I typically like to go for high jump boots in the ceiling, but I think this time I'm gonna say vanilla start. Morphing ball and then E-Tank in the ceiling.
I'm gonna say reverse vanilla.
Reverse vanilla, very nice. See some beams getting called early. I'm seeing charge beam. I'm seeing just a beam early. It's kind of a blanket statement. Some reserve tanks. The autumn ball. Ooh, that'd be an interesting one to get. Ice in the ceiling.
X-ray. Oh, that'll be helpful in finding the other items.
It will indeed be finding the other items. This is also component 1 of 3 for the microwave beam.
Old microwave beam. Simultaneous morphing ball pickups from the ceiling with that damage knockback.
And both of them getting supers early on.
Opponents to the microwave beam. X-ray, which they both have. Plasma. If all three of those
Once they find
items...
bombs at Bomb Trezo, they will have the supers to take care of it in 2 shots. I don't know if it's gonna be bombs, but I'm gonna call that. Quote me. Quote me.
Yeah. Thumbs up, I will. But with that pack of power bombs showing up, that greatly increases the freedom of what the randomizer could put at Bomb Terizo. And another pack of power bombs.
Elm already with 10. That'll be useful. That opens up Gauntlet for him. That gets him in and out. Although without an E-Tank,
power bombs here. Now missiles.
So early Gauntlet is open. It would be a really interesting check though without an E-Tank. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad one since you're right here, but it's definitely called the Gauntlet for a reason. That's going to be rough to get through.
Yeah.
Elminster having a very beautiful right side climb. I am quite jealous of that. Just an E-Tank at Bomb Trezo. I told y'all. I was absolutely correct on that. Kip heading into Terminator, and he is going to get just another vanilla E-Tank there.
Oh, a bunch of early E-Tanks again.
I feel like a lot of seeds lately have been really E-Tank heavy early on, like more so than what it used to be maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Obviously you have to have them due to hell runs if those happen, but
Right, and the randomizer does ensure that you have access to at least 4 if it's going to make you hell run. To the there was a chat question about why it's not didn't have to be fought there, and that's because Bomb Chorizo only wakes up if you actually get bombs. By getting his item, it's triggered by having bombs.
And you don't even need to pick up the item if you have bombs.
That room with bombs, Bomb Chorizo will start waking up immediately. The item ball will actually be left floating in the air until you get it.
I do believe we saw Scotty McBody do that in one of his races.
The Brinstar reserve tank, we have Spazer. Counterpart in some ways to one of the other ingredients of the microwave beam.
Kept heading down to the Edacoon's area. Edacoon item.
Vanilla E-Tank at the Edacoons. Will be, well, no vanilla supers, though.
I haven't seen that item in so long in a vanilla run, I don't know what's supposed to be there.
The E-Tank room, just like we had in Game 1. In Big Pink. As Kip will be there very soon.
And neither runner having waves, they are going to have to do the wave gate glitch. We will see how many tries it takes, both of our runners.
Plenty of supers, but they should be getting that reverse green gate glitch, as I like to call it.
And we'll see if they can beat their PBs from their earlier run on that gate glitch in regards to how many missiles used, how many supers used.
Try for Kip.
And Kip, I believe, got it. Oh.
Tries. The jump alignment doesn't cooperate. Flush against that left wall for it to work.
And Kip with a very nice D-boost out of that room.
Tank for that. Oh, another E-Tank at charge.
This is turning out to be a very healthy seed. They're going to be set up for their hell runs once they get down there.
Before Varia at Spazer again.
That was insane. Last match, finding Varia there.
Elminster in Green Hill Zone as Kip exits it. The super missile up above. Down.
Kip not deciding to do the early X-ray check. This is definitely something I agree with from when runners decide to skip it. I've seen it go badly far
this
too
set of
many
items.
times. We've seen runners do it in the past though, Stump, and it always worries me.
Too. At Spazer, that opens up the X-ray check for when they come back through there.
I'd almost wager we'll see the turn right around and go back to it, since they're right here.
Well,
and it's a good thing I'm not a betting woman, because Kip goes the other way.
I felt that in this situation, I'd still be checking Kraid first because 2 items rather than 1.
That is a very good point. I cannot argue against that.
The randomizer has reachability restrictions on X-ray that Kraid are less constrained.
Kip with very nice dodges on those key hunters. We've seen some intended stress
Intended use.
out of Elminster.
With X-ray being the very first thing to come up, it's showing its intended use.
Kip gonna begin the mating ritual here with Kraid. Can he provide a beautiful enough dress for Kraid to go to prom with? We will see if Kraid decides to accept the invitation and go to prom. Unfortunately, he sits down.
And it was Screw Attack that Kraid was guarding. That's a good find. It's going to make it a lot easier to get through some of the rooms, especially in game.
Elminster beginning his mating dance with Kraid. Kraid not buying that one either. Always a bridesmaid, never a braid. Oh, fruit bat salad. Shout out to fruit bats. No prom, but still a screw.
Alright, and we got a vanilla E-Tank as Kraid's other item. Make hell running easier. And that's the next thing we'll be seeing. So if you're right here, why not?
Kip heading down into Norfair, makes his way straight over to the Ice Palace. And he will be rewarded with a Nope tank.
Nope.
I do believe that is the first Nope tank we've seen this run, am I correct?
High jump, that's... It's interesting when the item that appears somewhere is sort of related to what it normally would be. Completely subsumes its function. But, like,
It's...
Space
jump is definitely an interesting item because it does get rid of your high jump boots, but you do also space jump lower than you would if you had high jump boots, so But no, Suffy, they can only spark. They can only shine spark. Or is it horizontal super jump? I can't remember.
To see the Nope tank and tactical reset because of it.
I actually really like the use of that save station right there for that, because that is a small time sink going up there to the Ice Palace to check on that. And if it turns out to be a Nope tank like that, you can just get that time mostly back by resetting. It's not something we see a lot of runners do.
Plus screw attack across the final pre-bubble mountain room. Make it easier to everything around Bubble Mountain.
To the question in chat, the Ice Palace is the place where you would find Ice Beam in the vanilla game.
Is going to be...
So get those Cheaty Myers and Croxies out. See Kip headed that way.
Choice to do that before the Bubble Mountain items. But we'll see what happens.
Because Crocomires and Ridley's heart are so cold. That's how the Ice Palace can be in Norfair.
Reserve tank. A useful item where a highly non-useful item normally would be. Elminster reset the item away.
That is Nope tank number 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that would be the second one we've seen, I think.
Yes. And while Kit making quick work of everybody's favorite 8-eyed melted villain. And 2 runs in a row, 2 races in a row, ladies and gentlemen, we are finding Ice Beam down at Croc. So Croc is paying off.
A great find. There could be another great item. Possibly even another ingredient in the microwave beam.
Just an E-tank up at speed. And Kid making great use of that screw attack for farming strats.
Yeah. And Kip doing the green gate glitch and going and doing backwards grapple tutorial to get to the grapple item.
And Elminster starting his way over to the wave gate, to the wave room. That is the 3rd Nope tank and another tactical reset by Elminster. When Kip decides to go back up that, clear that out, he is going to be fairly frustrated, I feel, with those finds. Get those Cheaty Myers and Croc Z's ready again, because Archer is making his way towards everyone's favorite monster.
Well, it looks like that. Looks like because Elm went to the energy refill that caused a barely missed opportunity at a high five. That Kip is now going to go get the Bubble Mountain items. With the exception of, with the possible exception of Spring Ball, I think that and be a little disappointed at what these items are.
Kip about to be very disappointed, I feel, with these finds of
Not the one that Kip's currently going to.
Oh, no. But for the other two Nope tanks that were up here. I actually did not see what was at the Norfair Reserve location. Huh. And he will validate his run.
Or actually reset after getting it.
I do know it's not Kip's favorite item, Spring Ball. I do feel like it might have been growing on him, though, so... There would have been a time I would have been surprised to see him pick it up, but now, to see him not know about it, I'm not too surprised. And he's going to turn off the ice for his farming to make it much, much faster. And here we see Elm using the space jump to get up to grapple and find bombs.
Oh, now that Elm is cleaned out Upper Norfair, I think what we'll be seeing now is wrecked ship with X-ray along the way.
I'd wager that both runners might stop at Mama Turtle first to see if they can't find maybe Varia or Speed there.
Turtle's going to be a little hard to get to without high jump.
Oh, you're right. They don't have high jump boots. So yeah, I would agree straight up to wreck ship from here. For our runners' sake, not chat's sake, but for our runners' sake, I do hope they find speed booster in wreck ship. For chat's sake, I hope it's a speed at Shacktool Seed.
We will see what happens.
I mean, you might not want Shaq to a Punk, but I know some people in chat do. I personally don't wish that on the runners. I've had a CCs like that, and it's always so. I just know it's got to be frustrating for those runners.
Yeah. Alright, and nope, it's an E-tank. Well, Elminster's gonna get it.
And Kip farming up again at just before the speed rune.
Alright, Elminster out of Brinstar at the same time that Kip is out of Norfair. What is in wreck ship?
Always a risk coming here without speed, but without any other real options, this is definitely the right call for both of our runners. They do still have the Gauntlet open to them as well, so we could see speed or... Well, we can't see suits, but we could see speed and Gauntlet.
We're in the main part of wreck ship. Kip about to see that E-tank that is at X-ray. Nope.
Meanwhile, Elminster making his way down to the Elephant Ghost.
And Kip making that red tower climb.
Seen a few calls for items at Gauntlet. We very well might have to wait to see what that item is, if they check it at all. So, Stump, with the item sets that they have right now, what would your call be at this point on your way up to wreck ship? Would you go check on Gauntlet before coming over here, or would you just go straight to wreck ship?
I'd check Gauntlet. It could be speed booster.
I definitely agree with you on that.
Bend screw attack. Easy in, easy out.
And we see Kip headed over that way, so we will very shortly see what that is.
Well, Elminster is about to see what the first wreck ship item is. Soon be seeing what's in Gauntlet. But we've got an E-tank. Gauntlet.
Kip making very quick work of that Gauntlet with the item set that he has. And he's gonna find the high jump boots.
Actually means that is all of the ingredients of
yeah, that's a good point.
Maridia.
That's a huge find for Kip.
In the post Gauntlet crumble block doesn't hurt either.
Now there could still be something like charge here at the wreck ship, but with not finding speed, I suppose speed could still be at wreck ship gravity location, but
we got a reserve tank at the E-tank, so Elminster is going to tactical reset.
And that is the 4th nope tank, correct?
I think it's only the 3rd, actually.
The 3rd, okay.
Making his entrance to the wreck ship, crossing that ocean.
We're about to find out what's at this reserve location.
Yeah, we could be involving an intended X-ray use.
And it's
X-ray reveals that it is an E-tank.
Which means everything that's left is going to be outside of the gravity location down in Maridia.
If this item at gravity is not something that or something that opens up more access to more items, we could be seeing Suitless Maridia. Is dealing with Fantoon.
Meanwhile, Elminster turning into a bowling ball for the statue, who fancies himself a good bowler, but as we all know, is really, really bad at that game. He doesn't even have the right shoes on, y'all. Look at him just comping around with them bird feet. Nobody bothering to stop him as he leaves the building and drops Elminster straight onto the ground.
And now, oh well, Varia's suit.
Yeah, that is huge. Because go ahead.
Opens up lower Norfair. Well, doesn't completely rule out Suitless Maridia because be in lower Norfair. Is about to check Gauntlet and find the high jump boots that are there. Grab the E-tank, that's the first item of wreck ship.
So we will be seeing both of our runners head down to Lower Norfair as soon as they get there. With having Varia. Kit making excellent room of the spiky death room of death. Gets through there alive. No damage taken. Kapow. Honestly though, going forward is the easy way in that room. Getting back, that's the really difficult part.
And Kit having to go back after finding the nope tank there because Kip did not make a save to potentially tactical reset to. Is going to take that elevator down into Brinstar and start making his way down to Lower Norfair.
Kip having a very beautiful reverse traversal of that spiky death room, only getting hit once. And Screw Attack and Space Jump both making very quick work of that addict. And those spring ball strats, ladies and gentlemen.
The spring ball is such a versatile item.
We all like to meme it and say run validated, but it does have its uses. So we could still see gravity at the waterway, depending on when they find speed and if they decide to go check it, or if they remember about it.
Alright, Elminster ready for that lava dive. Meanwhile, Kip now has Varia suit.
Very nice lava dive by Elminster, getting it on the second try, first try. On the second try. To the point in chat, you are correct. Shack Tool cannot have gravity. If it does turn out to be in Maridia, what Avenger said is correct. It's going to have to be either Mama Turtle, Sandpit, or Bot Wound. Kit making his way down Red Tower currently through the Hellway. It's all Red Tower to me. And Elminster going through the amphitheater, not getting wrecked by a space jump, makes his way up very easily. And we see Screw Attack making very of lower Norfair. Screw Attack definitely makes this whole section of the game an absolute joke.
Yeah, being able to jump through everything has a lot of value.
And Elminster with a very nice double KO through those platforms, didn't even fall into the beer acid below. Kapow. That was just absolutely beautiful.
Headed into Ridley now. And did check what was that Screw Attack?
I don't believe he did. We'll see if Kip decides to check there. But I don't recall if Elminster decided to check Screw Attack, but I think the answer to that is no.
That lava dive?
Very beautiful. Nicely done by Kip.
Finishing off Ridley.
Being told by chat that Elm did indeed skip Screw Attack item location. And Kip as well not gonna go check it. Actually, he still might. I was thinking intended route.
Yeah. There's our second ingredient out of 3 for the microwave beam.
And Kip indeed decided to not go check on it.
It's gravity.
Oh, that would be so bad for both of these runners if that. Oh man. I mean, definitely at that point you just go Suitless, but. Can I quote you on that one, Stump?
Okay, and we got a high five entering and well, the
Wasteland.
of Wasteland.
I can never remember that route name either.
Go through the platforms.
And Elminster going down to Firefleet.
Here's Gravity Suit.
Gravity. Well, for our runner's sake, it was not at the Screw Attack item. Stump goes curse free. And this does obviously get rid of Suitless, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
I'm still either charge or some more minor items. Kip is in the way of
I feel like minor items get overlooked quite a bit by not only screw it to charge getting picked up, that we all tend to forget that they do need those miners when they don't have to charge.
Yeah. Only 2 super packs away at the moment. Plenty of minor items in Maridia. Also the super missile that's oh.
And Elminster still collecting those miners.
Yeah, grabbing that missile pack, well, which is now a super missile pack that is at the bottom of Bubble Mountain, and that is enough to put Elminster into go mode now. Does everything he needs to complete the game.
And Kip will still need at least, outside of his missiles and supers, he's still going to also need one more power bomb pack as well. Those are not always easy finds in rank.
Spring ball showing its value. Kip not having to wait for a bomb to explode to get out of that passage. It's those little things throughout the run that make Spring Ball such a nice item to have. They really add up.
Chat bring up a good point. I forgot that both runners do have ice, so in regards to power bombs, they are correct. Kip will not need to find anymore.
Has gravity suit. So Kip is a few minor items away from go mode now.
And we see Elminster just making progress in leaps and bounds. A moment ago he was just in rising tides, and now he's going up the elevator.
Kip is now just a super pack away from go mode.
Having a really beautiful Three Musketeers room so far, and he will get that last super pack that he needs.
Franker Z's super missiles.
And we see Elminster working his way through Maridia.
Just going straight through without stopping for any items because it's set.
Kip making his way back through the cathedral in the reverse direction. You never realize just how difficult that room is for movement until you have to go through it backwards.
Yeah. And I'm fighting they're having to do the ice clip to get here due to not having speed booster.
Meanwhile, Kip making his way into Maridia.
Kip
No.
space jumping up the Maridia mountain.
Not having to do any gravity jumps this go around.
Wonder if Kip is going to catch up to Elma's stream.
And no, he will not. Bot would look so peaceful yet psychotic.
Is going to be in the Dragon fight as Kip.
Turning Spazer back on for this, I actually like that because if the plasma hits twice in those frames, it's going to kill that mock droid.
Yeah,
So
that would not be good.
the Sephi beam making a very important play here, finding its time to shine.
And with that quick they expected, getting ready to head straight out of Speed Booster was
And I'm willing to bet Elminster has this as well.
Bet Elm
but
has
due
it.
to the frames. I totally forgot that we didn't even see him go past that item. And Daniel, to your point, yes, it was initially the grapple kill. You were correct on that at first. Without having charge beam, they only have they don't have all the components for the microwave beam at this point. So you have to have charge, X-ray, and plasma for that to work for the X-ray strat.
Are we about to? No full halfy from Kip. To see Elm do a little speed keep in Batoon's room, traversing it right to left.
JRP, I do believe they've already checked X-ray, and it was just an E-tank, if I'm not mistaken.
Was. Out of Maridia. Kip in the Dragon fight. It'll be interesting to see where Charge and Wave are. Ready to do some shine sparking.
Heartman, to your point, you don't have to have wave beam specifically to be able to use the microwave beam because plasma itself will penetrate most enemies. It will not penetrate, however, Mother Brain or Ridley.
And Kip gets the Shine Spark kill, gets a blue suit out of it too.
Very nice.
So
on
we'll
that
be
blue
seeing
suit.
a reverse halfy.
Is something I manage to mess up every time.
Headed towards the Torian entrance. Elmin, Torian, and Kip in go mode now. Looks like the only difference in item collection ends up being that the spring ball where Elm does not.
I mean, you're not wrong on that shift.
would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see a blue bomber from Kip.
It definitely would. I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Not obviously for like his skills, just I've just never seen him do it. Because I mean, he's definitely got the skill for that. I just haven't seen it. And Elm just missing the baby skip. Gets eaten down to within 1 energy point of his life and faces the correct direction.
Yep, avoiding losing 40 more frames. Almost at the entrance to Torian.
Kip having a really excellent pirate room there. That eye door in Turian there can be one of the most terrifying things. Kip with a very beautiful Metroid 1.
Yep, and Elm with a nice Zeb skip.
Did Elm turn off
the Metroid
plasma at
runes?
some point?
Maybe in order to do the ice Zeb
Ice
skip.
Neither runner having turned plasma specifically back on.
Elm does need to... He... enough ammo to be able to miss a few supers. The rainbow beam.
And Kip doing his menuing while grabbed by Baby. Also eaten to within an inch of his life and facing the correct direction. Ladies and gentlemen, have those baby thumps ready because we are about to have the saddest moment in speed gaming history when Mother Brain shoots the baby one final time. All it wants to do is hug us and protect us. And thank us for not killing it on SR-388. And unfortunately, Mother Brain says, nope, that's not how this works. Top 10 anime betrayals.
Nice. Well, caused Elm to be starting Mother Brain 3 at just about the moment that Kip finished off Mother Brain 1.
And Kip will make very quick work of Mother Brain 2. Unfortunately, it will not be quick enough to necessarily make up the time he needs to. As we all know, it is Super Metroid, and anything is possible. We've seen a lot of runs lately come down to escape.
Alright, Elm well into the escape now. And we got Kip taking that rainbow beam.
The Kappa Pride beam, the Skittles beam.
Final spark as Mother Brain for Kip deals with a piece of headgear.
Honestly, I think that accessory makes Mother Brain look so much better. That new headgear. She really needs it.
Elm is going to an official SRL time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 12 seconds. GG.
GG to
And-
Elminster. And Honk, indeed, she has oink hair.
Yeah, well, this is going to do the match.
Yes, unfortunately, this does knock out Southern Kip from the tournament, but he is still finishing strong. Have those Magoos and Frankerz's. We are almost at the emergency.
And soon we'll be finding out where Charge and Wave are. Thing to see. And Kip about to start the escape. We'll move on to against the winner of Redux versus the winner of Sloters versus Total.
And emergency and Magoo, ladies and gentlemen. Kip begins his escape. So Frankerz's and Magoo's out. Because it is exploding cats and dogs here on planet Zebs.
No blue bomber to make use of that spring ball.
You are correct, there was no blue bomber there.
Alright, Kip ready for the final spark. Elminster side, we're very soon going to be seeing where Charge and Wave are.
I think we had a charge Shack Tool seed.
1252 door alignment.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I actually don't know what a good time is for that.
And Kip is going to finish with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 48 seconds.
Good game to Kip.
Charge Beam was the prize for beating Dragon.
Once again. Wow, so Charge once again at Dragon. Understandable why they didn't check it though.
We're in full, pretty much full go mode by that point.
Yeah.
Is ready?
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the last match for the night. Obviously, Game 3 will not be happening. We have Elminster moving on in the bracket. Do not forget to follow those runners. Give them a like.
Absolutely follow the runners. They're great runners.
I almost said it again. Give them a like and subscribe. Give them a follow, and it still is Subtober for a few more days yet. So give them a sub too, because they are deserving of it. Make sure you follow my co-commentator, who goes by the name of Stump. And also, don't forget our tracker, Just Defend. They're both all amazing people and deserving of your love and affection.
This was such a great match to watch and commentate.
It was definitely a lot of fun, and Stump, it was definitely a pleasure to commentate with you today. I was glad to have the opportunity to do so.
It was great to commentate with you too.
Y'all don't forget to follow Feasel. Give him a like and subscribe too. Give him a follow. Give him a subscription as well. And don't forget those tacos. Every December 8th, if you put tacos at the top of your cellar door, Feasel will creep out with his little with a little Smeagol hand and grab those tacos and talk about them being his precious as he pulls them slowly down into the basement. But if you're quick enough, you can catch him and ask him any question you would like. So don't forget to give those tacos to Feasel. December 8th. Remember that day.
Time to get Deer Forces ready again.
Indeed. Dear Force!
Deer Force. And shout outs to everyone else involved in making this tournament happen.
And definitely shout outs to chat as well, because without there'd be no point for this. And yeah, I mean, we have the runners, but without chat, you know, like it's all about you guys. We are here to have fun and put on good shows for y'all. So thank you, chat, for being here and supporting all of us as well. So don't forget to give yourselves follows as well. Unfortunately, you cannot subscribe yourself, but you can follow yourself and give yourself an email notification whenever you go live.
Very useful.
I swear to God, it works. It does work, because I've at one point followed myself apparently, and every time I go live, I get an email saying I've went live. So thank you once again, chat, for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed the races, and I will see you next mission.
See you next mission. I'm Stump, and my co-commentator was Poplars. Great to commentate for all of you.